The juice is loose.
Beetlejuice Beetlejuice reviewed on the Voina experience. What's happening, ghoulies? Welcome back to the Voina experience. Thank you guys so much for joining us on Freaky Friday. I got like a fun little name for every day of the week. But welcome back, ghoulies. Today we're gonna be doing something a little bit different. I don't generally do this type of video, but I have done them in the past once or twice if it's something relevant to the channel. And I think that Beetlejuice is something that is very popular amongst Halloween decorations, and there is the Spirit Halloween animatronic, and it is a very big, popular thing that I've been a fan of my whole life and have loved the original movie and everything in the cartoon and all that. So I thought it would be kind of appropriate today to take a look and review together the Beetlejuice Beetlejuice first official full trailer right here on the Voina experience. So guys, what I want to do first is we're going to just kind of watch the trailer. We're going to film our reaction, kind of have it here with you. We can watch it together and react at the same time. And then after that, I'm just going to talk about it a little bit. And because I have some thoughts, ghoulies. But to start things off, here is the official full trailer for Beetlejuice Beetlejuice. Let's take a look.
Here's a preview. Be warned, it's intense.
Can't believe Grandpa's dead.
Death is hard.
Yeah, sometimes I think life is harder.
When I was a teenager, a trickster demon terrorized our entire family and tried to force me to marry him. I believed he was gone forever until you found this in the attic.
Ew. Who's Beetlejuice?
Don't ever say that name.
Beetlejuice.
No, Astrid, I am serious. If you say his name 3 times, he will appear.
Beetlejuice.
The juice is loose.
I'm gonna make you so happy.
The living. The dead. Can they coexist? That's what we're here to find out.
Where's Beetlejuice?
Where's Beetlejuice?
Beetlejuice!
Feel free to express yourselves. Don't be afraid.
You're a figment of my imagination.
Really? Is this a figment of your imagination?
All right, so there you have it, ghoulies, the official first full trailer from Beetlejuice Beetlejuice. And I mean, initially it looks kind of fun, but as as purist diehard fans of Beetlejuice, I kind of wanted to maybe peel that onion a little bit and let's just let the excitement kind of come down, because every time, when there's something new and something like Beetlejuice or something big, we get excited and we just want but let's just rail it back a little bit, ghoulies, because everybody seems to be really, really in love with this whole trailer and the situation. And I've just got some different thoughts that I kind of want to share with you guys. Let's just kind of go through this bit by bit. First, like the overall impression of the trailer is, if we're just looking at it as a fun summer movie or whatever, whenever the release is, sure, I'm here for it. It's going to be good. I want to see Michael Keaton and Winona Ryder and Catherine O'Hara. Love these people. I'm going to see it for sure. However, like, I have some thoughts because first I'm like, the first question is like, why? Why are we even doing this? Like, why is this happening? Is it just because it's a big pop culture thing and they're trying to make money? Because that's what it seems like. There really is no basis for this story. If you guys like really look into the original situation with Beetlejuice, like Tim Burton didn't ever think that movie was going to be successful. In fact, he sold the rights to it along the time that the cartoon came out. He's made like nothing from Beetlejuice until recently. He got the rights back, of course, obviously, but he sold it. Like, it was never meant to be a big thing. It was just kind of a one-off little fun, quirky little ghost-haunted movie that just sort of was it. And so I don't really understand why there's a sequel even because, I mean, let's just face it, ghoulies, ghosts don't age, and it's clear they look a lot different, you know what I mean? Like, it's just kind of weird. Okay, so that's just point one. Getting into it, first I want to talk about the CGI. We've got a lot of CGI happening in this movie, you guys, and it's sort of taking away from it for me a little bit. Now, I know there was some CGI in the original one, some animation and things like that, and that's fine in small doses. But in the original one, it looked a lot better. I believe they used a lot of claymation and stuff like that rather than CGI. And it worked a lot better for this type of story because it looked like monsters and ghosts doing creepy things. And this just looks like a lot of computer effects. The sandworm in particular really looked a little bit too much for me. I'm not a fan of the other Netherworld ghosts being CGI either, which they very much appeared to be. So there's just a lot of CGI happening that I don't feel. It's kind of like the route of George Lucas, where like we're just using CGI even in places that we don't really even need to, and it's kind of disheartening from Tim Burton because I've always been a Tim Burton fan. Mainly because of the fact that he generally creates original set pieces and original practical effects. And it just seemed like this time we got a little bit, this is why I feel like they're just doing this to make a money off of a pop culture thing, because there doesn't really seem to be much of like an effort or even excitement involved in it, even just a little bit. Which then brings me into the other thing I want to talk about is, let's talk about some of the characters. We got Winona Ryder, we got Michael Keaton, and Catherine O'Hara. Catherine O'Hara we didn't even really see in the trailer, and I really thought she's one of the best characters from the original. Winona Ryder, like, I love Winona Ryder, but what has happened to her acting? Like, ever since Stranger Things, where she's played the crazy mom, that seems to be all she does now, is just play this, like, really intense character. And I'm not here for it. Like, Lydia was never, like, if you look at Lydia in the original and then look at Lydia in this, it's almost two completely different characters. And it's almost like Lydia in the original was being a character that was being acted by Winona Ryder. And it seems like in this one, Winona Ryder is just being crazy Winona Ryder from Stranger Things. And it's like, that's not the same character. I don't know. Gotta watch the movie to see the character development, but like, it's not Lydia. Like, she's way too intense to be Lydia, in my opinion. And then also Michael Keaton. I'm a huge fan of Michael Keaton, even out of Beetlejuice. I mean, I love Michael Keaton, everything he does. Again, huge fan of this series, of this Beetlejuice movie, original. But it seemed like, again, not much excitement from Michael Keaton. Like, it seems like he was just going through the motions. And we're like recycling the same jokes. And I get that in comedies, they do that. Whenever they bring a comedy back up, they always kind of bring back some of the old jokes. Like Austin Powers' trilogy was nothing but the same jokes in every single movie. And that's fine, I get it. But in the trailer, though, I kind of thought maybe we'd see something new in terms of the humorous style of Beetlejuice. But it was the same thing, only less excited. It seems like Michael Keaton wasn't like, he just, all right, I'm gonna do the E thing and I'll do the head and then we'll make the joke and make the comments, blah, blah, blah. Like he was just going through the motions. Didn't really seem like he was there for it. You know what I mean? It's just a little bit too epic looking for me. Like Beetlejuice, the original, was like, it's a haunted house ghost story and it's funny and it's quirky. And now we're on this like, you know, summertime action-packed blockbuster movie with planes crashing and just all this stuff. It's like, this is not, what are you guys doing? What are you doing with this franchise? Or why are we making it a franchise? I don't know. The suit. Why are we in the striped suit the entire time? Ghoulies, have you watched the original Beetlejuice? He only wears the striped suit for maybe 5 to 10 minutes in the original movie. Only at the end when he comes up and he, like, you know, takes care of everything and gets rid of the bad guys and handles the Dietzes, and or he saves Barb and Adam, and it makes everything right. He wears that suit for like maybe 5 minutes, and then he transforms into the tuxedo. And that was the only time that we ever saw the striped suit, was just for that quick 5 minutes. The rest of the movie, his main costume was like a trench coat with like a red vest and a captain's hat type thing, or somebody had the captain's hat off, but his main costume was a trench coat with a vest. Why are we obsessing over this striped suit so much? Well, I'll tell you why, ghoulies. That's because when Tim Burton sold it, again, not thinking it was ever going to become anything, sold it, and they made the cartoon in the 90s, the cartoon featured Beetlejuice wearing the striped suit pretty much exclusively because it's a cartoon and they needed to have like a definitive look, because they're not going to sit here and draw 13 different suits all the time. That's going to get crazy for animation. So they put him in the striped suit because Tim Burton's thing in all his movies has always been black and white colors. So they chose this suit to give him a uniform look. And that then, because of the cartoon, it became sort of his defined look throughout pop culture. Whenever they make a statue or a costume, it's always seemingly the striped suit. But in terms of the movies, and that's what we're sequelizing here, ghoulies, the movie. In the movie, he only wore it briefly. So if you're gonna watch part 1 and part 2, it's gonna look really strange that he's wearing a trench coat in the first one, and then suddenly he's just now wearing this striped suit the entire time. And then while we're on the subject, ghoulies, why does the suit look like Beetlejuice got it off of Wish or Temu or something? Like, it looks really cheap and fake. And I mean no disrespect, but it's almost like he bought it from Spirit Halloween. Like, he just bought the costume, put it, the tie is perfectly placed. It doesn't look like he's just wearing a suit. It looks like I have to wear this specific costume, and it's very much weird and large and looks like it doesn't fit him right. Very strange looking. It just looks odd on him, guys. I'm not a fan of the way this suit looks. It almost looks too neat and purposefully out of place rather than just being sloppy. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like they're making it a point to make him look sloppy rather than him just looking naturally sloppy. And it looks a little too clean. Like, it's very white. The original suit was dirty. I don't get it, guys. I just don't understand this. Talk about the fact that, again, how I mentioned it's more like the cartoon. This movie doesn't feel, from like this trailer, like it's a sequel to Beetlejuice. It actually looks like more of a live action version of the cartoon, with Beetlejuice wearing the striped suit and Lydia sort of being like his partner in crime, because that's what the trailer kind of looks like, that him and Lydia are teaming up to go do some stuff in the Netherworld, which exactly was the premise of the cartoon, that he teams up with Lydia because the parents aren't there mysteriously anymore, and so now they're just sort of like in the Netherworld having adventures, and that's exactly what this looks like. They're in the Netherworld having adventures, a very epic adventure with giants, with the sand worms throwing everything in it, and now we got all the characters in it from the first movie. They're up and moving around now, which was just like the cartoon, was featuring the characters from the Netherworld, and we're going on these ghostly adventures. Which is fine. I love the cartoon, ghoulies, but I say let's call it like it is. Like, let's call it truth. It's not really, from just judging on the trailer, it's not really so much a sequel to Beetlejuice as it is more of a live action version of the cartoon. And that's different. So I don't know if I'm excited in terms of as a sequel to Beetlejuice, but like, as a live action version of the cartoon, yeah, I'm gonna see it, but I don't really think this is gonna be as awesome as we're all thinking that it's going to be. I don't know, guys. I have some doubts, but that's just my first initial reaction from this first trailer. I don't really have a lot of high hopes for Beetlejuice. I'm thinking it's going to be more just like here's a fun sequel. Let's try to make some extra money off of this pop culture event. And, we'll sell some more merchandise now. I think this is mostly a cash cow operation, guys. I'm not seeing passion from the actors. I'm not seeing passion in the storytelling. I'm not seeing, trying to be consistent and give us something genuine and real sequel. It's more like, let's just quickly make some CGI. Let's just give it a quick plot. We'll borrow from the cartoon, and here you guys go. Now give me money. You know what I mean? And it's disappointing. But that's just my review, ghoulies. Drop us a comment. Let us know what your thoughts are on the Beetlejuice trailer. Thank you guys so much for watching this review. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications for more videos, ghoulies. And until next time, I will catch you later, ghoulies.